ちは。ご機嫌いかがでございますか?
You're going to do the full thing that you did last week.
Yes, I started out politely with meaning. どうも。Yeah, so we were talking about leaving out the important part in Japanese conversation last time.
Yeah.
And I'll introduce to you a very short story, just a gist of a very short story. So it's going to be very, very short, like record short, like 30 seconds. And
we'll see. You always say that. So the story itself is originally really short.
Yeah, it's originally short, but I'm only going to introduce the main part of the story, right? And so it's about the complexity of the Japanese language, Japanese sentence maybe. So this young guy goes to an old man's place and asks for the weather. Okay, so how's the weather going to be today? And the old guy says, this will be in Japanese, but 今日は雨が降る天気じゃない. So how would you interpret that?
今日は雨が降る天気じゃない。
今日は雨が降る天気じゃない。
The weather's, it's not gonna be rainy weather today.
Right. Yeah. So the young guy says, "Oh, that's good. So I don't need to bring my umbrella." And he goes out. And then once he goes out, it starts pouring. And he gets all wet. And he's all upset, and he comes back to the old man's place. And he says, "What were you saying? I mean, you lied to me. You pretend like you know the weather. But you said it wasn't going to rain. It poured, it rained. What's going on?" And the old man is like, "What? I told you the truth." No. You said it's not going to rain. No. Don't you remember what I said? I said, 今日は雨が降る天気じゃない. So there was a period in the middle. 今日は雨が降る. How would you?
今日は雨が降る. Up to that, it's gonna rain today.
天気じゃない.
The weather. 天気じゃない.
So something like 天気 is like good weather, right? So,
okay, wait, it was confusing. Okay, so yeah, 天気じゃない. So it's gonna rain today. It's not good weather.
Right.
Oh, that's not fair. Okay, wait.
So that's what the young guy said. That's not fair. What are you talking about? I said this. No. You didn't leave a blank in between. No, I did. I left a slight break in the middle. I said, 今日は雨が降る天気じゃない.
Oh.
Wow. So basically, where you put a period, the meaning of the sentence changes completely, right? So if you connect the two sentences, 今日は雨が降る天気じゃない, just like the old man says in the middle, in the beginning, it's like, it's not the weather.
I'm pissed.
You're pissed.
今日は雨が降る天気じゃない. It's like you totally told me that it's gonna be weather that's not gonna rain.
I said 今日は雨が降る天気じゃない.
天気じゃない. 天気じゃない.
So you can say it for everything, right? This sentence. Yeah. So that was a short story, right?
That's it?
Basically, that's it.
It's so it plays on the Japanese words.
It's called Hiyori Chigai. So it's like Hiyori Chigai means different weather, But yeah, that's a difficulty about Japanese. There's some cases where you don't know the conclusion until the end, right? For example, how would you translate this sentence? Okay, so if I say, オリンピックはやれる.
The Olympics will happen.
と思う.
I think.
という人もいるかもしれない.
Wait, という人もいるかもしれない. There may be some people who say that.
でもいないかもしれない.
But there may be some people who don't say that.
かくいう私はどう思うか.
What's かくいう?
So, myself, having said that 感じです。私はどう思うかというと、オリンピックがやれるともやれないとも言えないと思っている。
Wait, what? Okay, if I was to translate that, I would just be like, so he's not really sure if the Olympics will happen or not, and he doesn't really have an opinion. But it's too
Exactly.
confusing.
Exactly. So I mean, it happens like, you know, in English, the conclusion comes in the beginning, right? Or in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, I like you would be, you know, I like or I don't like you. But in Japanese, so you could go both ways. 私はあなたが好きだとも言えない。Or like, or 私はあなたが好きではない
Yeah.
かもしれないと思いつつ、それは神のみぞ知る or something like that.
But yeah, so the not part comes at the end, so you're not really
Right,
sure,
right,
and
right.
you like
Right.
are fooled.
Yeah. So it's so when you're speaking in Japanese, you yourself get lost sometime, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so wait, what was I thinking? Because you lose track of your statement.
Yeah, and especially if you're translating, it makes it so difficult. If you're translating on the spot, like, you know, if it's like afterwards, it's fine because you can understand the whole thing.
Right,
but then
right,
sometimes people who talk like you were
Yeah.
just doing, it's like, okay, they said yes, but then, oh no, wait, he's changing his mind, or the way he says something is changing it to a negative meaning. It's just so confusing, Japanese.
Are there cases where someone tries to make a pun and you have to translate that on the spot? No?
I've never had that situation.
I mean, I think that could happen.
But for you, I'm sure you have to do that often, right?
Sometimes I try to avoid the puns, and usually maybe like half of the Rakugo stories end with a pun for the punchline. And I try to avoid that and make a punchline according to the meaning of the story, that tied to the meaning of the story. But there was one case where I had to come up with a punchline, with a pun for a story, because it was for a subtitle for not my performance. And it's a story called Nezumi, which is like a mouse or a rat. And so basically a little kid is away on his apprenticeship. And then 3 years later, he comes back. No. Yabuiri. The story was Yabuiri. Nezumi is a complete different story.
Okay.
So Yabuiri was the name of the story. And so a little kid comes back after 3 years of apprenticeship. And he comes back, and parents are very, very happy. And while he's away, the little kid is away at the bath. The parents open his wallet, tries to put some allowance for him, and then they find a lot of money, and they're shocked because that's not the kind of money he would be earning, and so they get worried. Maybe he's in trouble. Maybe he took somebody's money. I mean, they don't want to think like that, but I mean, that's just too much money for a kid to have. And then the father asks and scolds the kid. I don't know what you got into, but don't ever steal your master's money, or things like that. And the child starts crying. He says, I didn't take the money. I got this as a reward. As a reward? Yes, as a reward, because there were rats in town causing diseases. And so they told us to catch rats whenever we see them. And I was good at it. And I caught many rats. And I got a reward for that. And my master gave the money to me to hand you to make you happy. And so I was trying to make you happy. But but you accuse me of stealing the money from somebody else. How could you do that? And he's crying. And the father is like, oh, I'm very, very sorry about that. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just I got, I just lost it. Too much worried. I got worried. Okay, but that's a good master you have. Okay, so you have to be loyal to him. And the punchline in Japanese is like, so the money you have and this good conclusion that we have. So the child forgives the father for his mistake. Okay, I'm okay. It's good. Well, you have a good master. So everything is because of chu no okage is the Japanese punchline, which means chu is like the sound a mouse makes, right? And also chu means loyalty. Loyalty to your master counts, or something like that. But it doesn't make sense.
It'll be confusing
if you translate it. So in my English version, but I think I came up with a good pun, and that one was, okay, so always be loyal to your master. Never rat on him was the...
it's because there was rats, and that was
right.
where they got the
money. But it's difficult.
It's difficult, but that's a good way to. I mean, you didn't translate it directly, but that's a good pun, or that's a good ending for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But those onomatopoeia, so for mice, they differ according to different countries, right?
Yeah. I don't know what a mice would. Tom and Jerry, how does he always cry?
Squeak.
Squeak. But it's not true. It's not true for sure.
Right. I heard there's a game for onomatopoeia.
No. There is this program, a new program that started because in April a lot of new programs start. But there was this section in the program where they were using. You have to guess the correct onomatopoeia. So there would be a picture. Is that
like a language education program?
No, it was just like a musical fun.
Oh, okay,
There's a lot of famous people that are playing and they try to compete against each other. Wow. But it was, so there would be a picture of a car and you have to like quickly answer it. You have only like 2-3 seconds to answer it. And if you get it wrong, then you don't get a point. But if you get it correct, you get points.
So you have to come up with like a most popular.
Yeah, the most popular, or the one that would be in the dictionary. Or so if it was a picture of a car, what would you say? It would be like for a car. No, that would probably be wrong if it was Japanese. But in Japanese, it would be boo boo.
Oh, boo
boo, right? For a car. What else?
Or like a kid would call a car boo boo.
Oh yeah. So that would be
a car. The sound of a car moving is boo 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 boo. Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
In English, obviously, it's vroom vroom, but it was a Japanese program. But there was also, what is there?
How about a bicycle?
Bicycle? Swish. I have no idea.
Swish.
I have no idea.
Oh, charin.
That's Japanese. I don't know what it would be in English. But
ring.
Ring. Ring maybe. That's hard. So you have to like quickly answer the onomatopoeias that would come up.
Okay.
In order to get the correct points.
How about a dog?
Woof. Well, yeah, in English.
Okay, Wan Wan.
Wan Wan, yeah.
And how about a cat?
Meow.
Nyaa
Nyaa Nyaa.
How about a frog?
Ribbit.
Ribbit?
Yeah, ribbit.
Gero.
It's so different.
What? Ribbit?
That's the English
word. I've never heard a frog say ribbit. That's like...
I've never heard
you have to be able to pronounce the
Gero.
R correctly.
Ribbit.
So that's not a Japanese frog. Because Japanese frogs would be like ribbit. Because
we should get the sound of a frog.
No R.
We should get a sound of a frog and let's test it, which is correct.
Right.
Gero Gero or Gero Gero or ribbit.
Japanese frogs go Gero Gero. Or how about a sheep?
Ba.
Oh, okay. Ours is me. But yours is closer, I think, to an actual sheep. Yeah, because you have more sheep than us. I mean, well, who are you?
We have more sheep.
Wow, I see. And wow. So what is different? Like cock, rooster.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's different, right?
Well, that's kokekokko.
Kokekokko, yeah.
Right.
A little bit different.
Almost the same.
Yeah, I wish we could do the same pictures from the program. It was just a lot of fun. But what would that thing? What is that?
Oh, this.
What would that thing cry like?
Now this is called hashibiroko.
Hashibiroko.
Yeah, it's a type of a bird, and I don't know how to translate it into English.
Hashibiroko.
It's a
It's like a
hashibiroko.
stork type of bird. So biru is like the bill. Hashibiroko.
Yeah.
Is it what's?
Hashibiroko. Don't know. Hashi is like the kuchibashi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's like it has a huge
So
bill.
kuchibashi is like wide, hashibiro, and ko is the type of the bird. So basically, it's a ko with a wide.
With a
kuchibashi.
wide bill.
Yeah, wide.
So
bill.
what does it mean? Why are you wearing it? Where'd you get it from?
Oh yeah, I got it from a performer who does animal voice imitation. Yeah, Edoya Koneko Sensei.
He's professionally.
He's a professional.
And he just does animal voices.
Yeah, he can imitate like many animal voices.
Okay, so can you check with him next time what a frog cries like?
Frog.
He'll probably have the correct real version.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he would have the correct version for everything.
So this is his design?
Yes, it's his design, so he can draw, and then he does the voice for this. Yeah, and it's too eccentric that I can't really do it. It's like real voice of this. Yeah.
Wow. So, have you worked with him? What?
Yes, I'm a big fan of him, and so I purchased his T-shirt. Yeah.
It's a cute character.
It is.
It's a little bit scary, but cute at the same time.
And it matches the color, right? Matches the color of the frog.
Yeah. The penguin in the back.
And this, right?
Oh, that's a frog. Oh.
That's a frog.
Ribbit.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
I've never heard a frog say ribbit, but.
Next time you watch an American cartoon and there's a frog in it.
They say that?
Yeah.
Ribbit. Huh. Sounds like a rabbit, though.
No. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Yeah, we should compare. We should look it up and compare it.
Yeah. You've also lived in Hong Kong, right? So what do they say in Hong Kong?
I have
Frogs?
no idea, but I've just seen frogs hanging in the windows of the restaurants.
Because I have seen that as well.
I've never heard them cry in Hong Kong, but
okay, they were already cooked.
Yeah.
By the time you saw them.
Exactly.
Before they cry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So we rely a lot on onomatopoeia.
In Japan, yeah, for sure. But it's helpful to like vision what they're talking about, feelings, not just where we're talking about animal voices just now, but like just feeling wise.
Yeah.
I feel like onomatopoeia helps you understand what they're feeling or what they're trying to say.
Right. Like you can picture the way people are walking just by saying teku teku aruku or sta sta aruku.
It's like
right?
the speed.
Right?
Yeah.
Yobo yobo aruku.
It's like an old person, yeah.
Slowly walking.
You must use a lot of that in
We
Rakugo.
do use a lot, right? So I think we rely heavily on onomatopoeia because in Rakugo, it's the crucial thing is the picture, what we are talking, and it's quite useful because it's tied directly to your imagination, the onomatopoeia sounds. But then I guess the down part is we lose some of the adjectives, the vocabulary, because we rely heavily on onomatopoeia and it's so useful.
I was just going to say, like, if we were to translate a lot of this stuff, when you translate a lot of it, you probably have to find the correct adjective in English in order to try to...
So in English, it would be like, walk like an old man.
You have to explain it in words.
Yeah.
Whereas, in Japanese, it's like yobo yobo aruku. It just gives you the vision of an old man with a cane, walking.
Yeah. So that's the difficult part of translating. Yeah.
So, do you think English has more words?
I think English has more adjectives. Or like, what do you call the way to express things through comparing things to other things, like more poetic kind of explanations, expressions, I guess.
Because I feel like in the States, when I was studying or when I was a student, I would always be using the thesaurus.
Oh, okay.
But in Japan, I don't really see. I mean, does a thesaurus even exist in Japan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And do you often use it at school and stuff? Because
not so much. Maybe not. No.
No, right? Because when I was studying, I was always told, don't use the same words. Try to express something using different words.
Yes,
Even if it was like the same, I want to say nice, I would like often look it up in the thesaurus to find the synonym and then use different words, even if I want to say nice.
Yeah.
So I'm always like trying to find different words. But in Japan, I feel like it's usually just...
Right. So in written language, maybe Japanese has a wide variety of words. But in talking, in communicating, oral language, I think it shrinks to a very small portion of vocabulary in Japanese. I mean, so basically if you use the word yabai, you can say everything.
Yabai
right?
means...
For young people, right?
Yeah, yabai can be used for everything, good and bad.
Yeah. If you start using that word, you'll lose a big portion of your vocabulary.
Yes. Your brain just starts to melt and mush and it just becomes all a little bit
I'm
weak.
putting a ban on myself to use that word.
That's a good idea.
Well, it would sound very strange coming out from a 44-year-old to begin with.
But yeah. Do you ever use it?
No.
No.
I mean, when I'm imitating a young person, maybe I would use it.
Okay.
Yeah. But not for my own.
But it's not intentional, right? You naturally don't use yabai.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because I think I would often be using it. I would be like, oh, cho yabai jang.
Yeah.
In like a good way and a bad way.
Yeah, you're a younger generation.
Like
so
you said,
okay.
Not that young. Not that. Maybe just because my kids, it's like when you're speaking with kids, you end up like lowering your vocabulary level. But I should ban myself too. I feel like I'm losing my vocabulary in Japanese.
Yeah, maybe like there's 20, 30 other adjectives that can fit for that word, right? Yeah. We'll talk about that some other time as well.
So let's ban ourselves from using yabai.
Okay.
Increase our vocabulary.
マジで
That's another
マジ
one.
で is another word. Yeah, serious? Yeah. Okay, so let's, I'll come up with a different story next time. Yeah. June.
Yes.
Wow, June already. Yeah. Hopefully we're out of the lockdown situation.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
what the situation's like with Olympics coming up or maybe
yeah,
not
yeah.
coming up or whichever.
Yeah. Yes, but let's have a nice tsuyu season.
Oh, that's right. The rainy season is going to start. Okay.
Yes.
Enjoy the sun while it lasts.
というわけで、またお会いしましょう。See you again. Okay, bye bye.